So we'll be seeing the parts of skull. So the first part you'll be seeing, this is a frontal bone, glabella, this is nasal bone, nasal, and then this is the pyriform aperture, and then this is the zygomatic bone. Okay, this one is zygomatic bone. See, zygomatic bone, and then this is the zygomatic process of maxilla, because this is the maxilla, and then this is mandible. This is the ramus of mandible, angle of mandible, and then this is the mental protuberance, and then this is the mental tubercle, this is the mental foramen, and this is the infraorbital foramen, and then this is the alveolar process, and then this is a nasal crest. And if you see here, you can see two structures like this. See, you can see two structures like this. So that is the inferior nasal concha. So this is the bones in the front, if you see, and then if you see the side section, the anterior, the lateral view of a skull, first important thing is here we have pterion and there is astrion here. So pterion is formed by the fusion of frontal, parietal, temporal, and the greater wing of sphenoid bone, and then the lesser the astrion is formed by the parietal and then occipital and then the temporal bones. Okay, and we have a mandible. We know this is the angle of mandible, and then this is the ramus of mandible, angle of mandible, and then this is the mental foramen. These two things we should see. Is the front one is a coronoid process, and this is called as the condylar process. So condyle, there is a condyle here, so condylar process. This is the coronoid process. Alveolar part, maxilla, zygomatic bone, maxillary part of zygomatic bone is here. Okay, and then the nasal bone, this is the nasal bone, and then if you see that there is sides, this side it's a lacrimal bone, and then this is the zygomatic process of temporal bone. This is the process, zygomatic process of temporal bone, and then this is the zygomatico-temporal foramen is there. Okay, this foramen, there is a foramen here. This foramen is called as the zygomatico-temporal foramen, and then this is the greater wing of sphenoid. Lacrimal bone is here. You got all the thing right. And we have sutures here. This is a coronal suture, and then this is the spinosquamous suture, coronal suture, lambdoid suture are the two important sutures, and then parieto mastoid suture is also there. This is the parietal bone, parieto-mastoid process is here. So parieto-mastoid suture, squamous suture, parieto-mastoid suture, coronal suture, lambdoid suture. So this is the styloid process, and then tympanic part, and then this is the occipital bone is there, right? This mastoid is here. So occipito-mastoid process, parieto-mastoid process, temporal bone, we have the mastoid process. So see the mastoid process alone here. So parieto-mastoid process, occipito-mastoid process. That's all. So we'll go to the next bone.